What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Finding somewhere to camp in Florida during the wintertime. That is probably one of the biggest challenges you will face if you like to come to Florida during the winter, unless you make your reservations way in advance, especially if you're talking about a state park, county park, something like that. You may be able to get into some resorts, but even those fill up way in advance. So we want to show you guys a spot today that might have some availability. We kind of stumbled across this place. We've heard about it, but we've never actually been out here until we came out here to play disc golf a few days ago, and gave us a chance to have a look at it. And we knew right away that if we were in a situation where we didn't have a campsite, this is 100% somewhere that we would look to come. The only caveat: no electric, no water hookups at the site. It's called McCarty Ranch Preserve. So they have 6 RV sites, and they've got 13 primitive tent sites. No water, no electric. It is $23 a night, so it's a little on the high side for no hookups. But if you've ever tried to find a campsite in Florida in the wintertime, you'd probably gladly pay $23 just to have somewhere to park. You're allowed to stay here in the RV sites for up to 30 days. Tent sites is 14 days. So they give you you can have a decent extended stay here if you have a generator. They have water available here. It's just not at the site. They have bathhouse and showers. So it's a pretty decent spot if you need somewhere to stay. So we're going to drive back here and show you guys this place. They've got a dump station, so it's got all the amenities you would find at pretty much any other campground, but it is dry camping at the site. And the other downside is way out here. It's not close to anything, so that can be good and bad. If you just want to get away from all the crowds, that are pretty much everywhere during the wintertime in Florida, then this would be a good spot. So we were out here when we come out here to play disc golf. It was very quiet. There were only a few people out here. There's a few people that come out here to use the trails. They have lakes out here. There's some beautiful lakes that you can put a kayak, a canoe in. You're allowed to fish out here. So it's located down here on the Treasure Coast in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And just a beautiful piece of property back here. So we'll ride back here, show you guys what this campground looks like, and give you kind of an overview of what you can expect if you decide to come to McCarty Ranch Preserve. So as you pull in, you'll see the bathrooms. This is the bathroom and bathhouse over here on the left. They have a really nice new dump station here. And that's pretty much where your pavement ends. So from here you'll be on a dirt road as you go on back to the campground. So be sure to be stocked up when you come out here, because it is a pretty good hike to get to any kind of a store or anything like that from out here. But it would be very peaceful for sure to stay out here. So right here on the left is going to be where you go down to the tent sites. Here's the parking, and then you just go down the trail right here to your tent sites, and there's 13 of them down that way. So to get to the RV sites, you just continue on past. You'll see this beautiful lake over here. We saw fish busting everywhere in the grass when we were out here playing disc golf. Of course, we don't have any fishing poles with us. There are quite a few beware alligator signs out here. Obviously, when you're in Florida, you got to be cautious around the water, be cautious with your pets. Alligators are just about in every single body of water that you're going to find. So very, very high likelihood there's some alligators out there. But just be smart, be aware, leave them alone, and they'll leave you alone. So continue down this road around the lake, headed back to the RV sites. They do a pretty good job trying to keep it filled in, but it is kind of a bumpy dirt road to get back here. But once you get back here, the sites are in really good shape. You know, this is considered Port St. Lucie, but man, you're so far out. You're so far out and away from town that it's really amazing that there's a place like this. I don't think a lot of people know about this out here, or it could just be nobody wants to dry camp in Florida. But man, if you don't mind, you know, using a generator for a little bit of power if need be, have some solar panels, this would be an awesome place. I mean, we're coming up here to the campground now, where the campsites are. Nobody here. There's nobody here. Empty. But we were out here a few days ago, and we were out here on a weekend, actually, out here to play disc golf, and there were only 2 campers out here. There was one on one end, and the other people were on the opposite end. So, being here over a weekend, not having anybody here, really tells me that it's not super popular. And I mean, here you go. You got 6 sites right across from the water. So if you had a kayak or a canoe or something you want to drop in there, you can fish this lake. I mean, there's your sites. You know, the sites are wide. They'll fit as big of an RV as you want to bring down here. Nothing really obstructing them. They got them high enough to where even when there's been a lot of rain, the sites stay dry. We've had a good bit of rain in this area over the last week or so. There's some water in the back behind the sites, but the actual site itself is good to go. No issues. You can see how flooded it is in between the sites. So we'll drive on down here toward the back a little bit further. This is going to be down to toward the disc golf course and some other trails. But just to give you kind of an idea of this whole, you know, what this whole property looks like out here. A little bumpy on this road back here, but this is where it kind of ends back here at the disc golf course. So this is all the way in the back of the park. But the trails that run through out here are awesome. We saw a lot of deer tracks in the dirt, in the mud and stuff when we were out here playing disc golf. Like I said, we saw a lot of fish busting along the grass line. I mean, obviously not a super popular place, probably for a couple reasons, because there's no hookups and because it's way out. But you know, Sometimes it's nice to get away from all that hustle and bustle, you know, the packed campgrounds with neighbors right on top of you. So if we needed a spot to stay, we would 100% stay out here. No trees to block your solar, so if you got solar panels, no issue getting good full sun all day long. You don't have anybody out here telling you can't run your generator, so you know you can run your generator, you know, however long you need to run it. So a lot of benefits, a lot of pluses to camping out here if you don't mind the dry camping. So that's it. You know, hopefully somebody finds this helpful. We know from firsthand experience how hard it is to find somewhere to camp in this area, down really anywhere in Florida, but especially the Treasure Coast, Port St. Lucie, Palm Beach kind of area down here. It fills up, and the state parks fill up usually. You know, if you wait, you're going to be left out, because state parks fill up very quickly. They open the reservations up 11 months in advance, so usually very soon after the reservations open up, the parks are full. So if you want to check out more information about McCarty Ranch Preserve, you can go online to the city of Port St. Lucie. That's where you go on to make your reservation for here. We will leave a link in the description to the city of Port St. Lucie website and McCarty Ranch Preserve to make it a little easier to find. So that's going to do it for now. We appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you guys down the road.